This is intimidating. Normally it's just one side, and now it's two, so there's no way I can stand without having my back to someone. Hello everyone. I'm Alexis, a recent graduate of THES. So when my dean asked me whether or not I can share about my holistic education experience in THES, I said, okay, without a second thought. And then when I went home that night, I thought, was my education in THES holistic, all-rounded? Hell yes. And I'll share with you guys a little bit about what happened in the past 3 years. But before that, I need to acknowledge some of the most important people in my life today. Ms. Gillian, Mr. Ronson, Sandra, my teammates from the Student Council, May, Ashley, and if there's anyone else I didn't see, I apologize. So here it is, holistic education from the point of view of a boy from Sarawak. So I broke it down into 3 categories: academic, exposures, and the community. So I'll be talking a little bit about 3 of those categories. So for academia, it's mainly my interactions with THES Business School, because I am a business school student. So from this, my first experience when I came to THES was lecturer-led events. This was the teaching and learning symposium or conference organized by my lecturers. They asked me for help when I was in semester 2, whether or not I could. I said, okay, being a carefree guy that I am. And this was the first experience I had, preparing slides, preparing presentation material, talking to externals. I had to learn so much about education. Education fairs. I helped my lecturers out also because they said whether or not I had free time, and as a student, I had a lot of free time. So semester 1 and 2. So in education fairs, I talked to externals, I talked to parents who asked about everything: law school, business school, culinary school. So as a business school student, I was consulting parents about law degrees. And then competitions. I joined several, but this was one that we actually won. The HSBC business competition. Also because my lecturer asked me, Alexis, this is the competition. You and your friends, if you're free, can you try help and join this? Okay, nothing better to do. And who knew we won? 2014. And we represented HSBC Malaysia to Hong Kong, but we didn't win there, unfortunately. And finally, my final year project. Now this is the culmination of my university experience in the academic world. For my final year project paper, I did car sales in Malaysia. And for this data, I had to hunt like a harvester in the forest. I went to JPJ, I went to the Malaysian Automotive Industry Association, I went to Proton, and then people were, what do you want my data for? You charge for data. I even pretended to be a lecturer. I'm a lecturer writing a research paper for academic purposes. So this was my experience in the academic side. And for the exposures, non-academic exposure, this is what I went through during the clubs and societies in THES itself. The first thing that happened was in year 1, I joined a club called Isaac, and they parked me under Isaac Malaysia, and they said, we're running the 45th anniversary for Isaac in Malaysia. You have a budget of, I believe, 60, 70,000. We have 300 packs. The venue is in Concord Hotel. Okay. So me and my teammates were in foundation. 4 people in foundation, me and another boy from business school in THES, for organizing the keynote event for Isaac Malaysia. We had to deal with vendors, suppliers, confirm 300 people, because otherwise, without 300 people paying, we'll go bankrupt. That was my first experience managing money. And right after that, I gathered a small team of friends in Isaac THES and decided to organize a youth summit. This one is in 2014. We gathered, I believe, 5, 6 corporate clients, and this was also my first exposure running something of this scale. When I first wrote the proposal, my team was asking me, yeah, it's really easy. I got back home that night and I googled how to write a proposal. So the first corporate client partner that we closed, CIMB, when we signed the contract with them, we asked them, so sir, do you have any expectations of our event, like good little student? And he leaned over and said, excuse me, my expectations, this is your bloody event. You tell me what your expectations are, and CIMB will try to fit that. It was a good learning curve. And after that, I joined the student council, and this was another year of my life. we ran a lot of major events. I'll highlight just three. The Bounce campaign, run by Kit May over there, the Iron Lady. So we decided to just set a giant bouncy castle in Taylor. We got funding, everything ourselves, sponsors. Actually, she got it herself, so that our students could have a good time. We ran a lakeside bazaar where we allowed our clubs and societies to set up booths and run fundraising activities. I believe we raised over 10,000 ringgit for our clubs and societies on that event. And we ran our final event before the student council closed for our year, Taylor's Ball, prom-like activity. We ran it at Sheraton Hotel. Our budget for this was also like all my student events. My budget was 2,000 ringgit. So our team managed to get the hotel, to manage to seat 300 plus people in a 5-star hotel for our university prom, and we started with 2,000 ringgit and a group of 20 students. So this was my non-academic exposure, and this taught me so much. And the community, the beautiful community that I had when I was here. I forgot to put in the staff. I should have, but they're here. A lot of them are here today. So this is my student community that I was in. First, we have Isaac, the first one I joined when I first came in semester 1. This is us running the event. This was 3 a.m. before my event, before my partners came, before the students from. We had 480 students coming from 20 universities, and we were at 3 a.m. and we're like, "Where's the backdrop? Where's the flyers? Where is everybody?" And this was the core team that ran this with me. These were my classmates. This was actually a picture of us after my final exam. I decided to wear my Halloween costume into my final exam as a joyful note, to end my university in a joyful note. So these people kept life interesting in class and outside the class. I certainly kept life interesting for them. And the student council, 30 of the most amazing people I've met throughout my life. I've worked with them, daytime, nighttime. And as students, when we work, we don't really have work-life balance. I mean, what is work-life balance? It's all combined. And now I'll talk about how these 3 aspects in university led me to my entrepreneurial pursuits. In 2014, 15, I decided to start a used luxury bag reselling company. I called it Fashion Heritage. It's because of too many expensive shopping trips with my girlfriend, and then at the time, so then we had a long discussion. Then I said, okay, this is interesting market. So before this, I did research on every single brand. So I know all the prices of all Prada, Gucci, all the major brands in Malaysia and in Jakarta. So yeah, I need to hide this from the next girlfriend. So I found the partners. I built a website. I was ready for business, but then something happened. My partner left me, but that was just a small hiccup. The major thing that killed this business was my girlfriend left me. And you know, like how in university student, after your girlfriend leaves, you I decided to start an alcohol factory. This one was another story, but I don't think I have time for that. But this one failed because of too many legal restrictions. We went to Vietnam, Guangzhou with my partner, Singapore. I don't know who the hell went to Singapore to look for factory space, but we did. But that one died. So, and this is my current business, Print. Free university printing for students, where we give our university students free printing for the lecture slides, and I put corporate advertising at the back. So I started this in my final year of studies. This was the timeline. It's a bit slow. Idea came, research, surveys. I flew to Japan to talk to Tada Copy, the Japanese version of this business. You know, like my research paper. I can't start without knowing the market. We did a prototype in last year. I graduated last year in November. We did a live demo last year around October, so I can't see the slides. But then our business school dean, Ms. Vanita, said, "Hey, good idea. I'll support." And with the school support, we got our full system up by February this year. We did a media launch in April. We secured funding from Cradle for $500,000, and we're ready to take on the world. So this is a summary of how my education experience entails academia, my exposure, and the community. Actually, for the community, my entire company consists of people that are from these 3 groups of friends I have. My classmates, Time's up. My classmates, from Isaac, and from the student council. So time's up. Thank you very much, everyone.